Alright, so a small recap of the training on 22 0.3 2024. So I think 23rd of March basically. 22nd of March, I believe, so Friday, the open mat. So the camera got most of it, but not really everything. So I have I guess the remnants of memory of what happened and what got cut out. So I'll try to go into a bit of detail about this. So the roll with Max, the angle was like absolutely horrendous. So I don't want to say anything to him, but I felt the angle would be shit. So, but still, I put it basically like down on the floor, and yeah, so as I was saying, I put it on the floor and it was recording, and basically half of the bottom half of the recording was just the floor. But what I did was pretty slick. Like I hit an arm saddle entry. Like I think against him at least, I get like a choy bar of some sort, or basically an arm saddle entry at least once around. But I'm never really like finishing it. So I mean that's good. Right now I'm basically working like bottom north south retention and entries into arm saddle, which is basically part of my retention, so that's good. But I will soon need to be shifting to a like finishing and attacking from arm saddle. And what I did was, like as I said, pretty slick. It was like the Rob Deagle / like Nicky Ryan. Rob Deagle did a breakdown of it, like arm saddle attacks. I think I have like a playlist of it, like 6 or 7 videos, five or 6 I think. And basically, like if you are not getting the arm bar, an opponent's not rolling through, you can either go for a Yoko Sankaku, so side triangle. So you put your bottom leg in front of their neck and then out from their far armpit, and then you lock over. That's the Yoko Sankaku. You can go for like basically a power kimura, right? So you put your top leg on their hip, basically both legs on the hip, and try to rip it out. Or that's the slick version. That's what I did. You can either like backstep to take their back, or you can get the instep of your like top leg on their neck, and then backstep to an ankle Sankaku. Craig Jones covered it in his Ziggler DVD. That's what Nicky Ryan did this against someone on Polaris, I'm pretty sure, or some other promotion. That's what Rob Deagle covered, and I hit it on him like so. He was passing. I had an entry to the arm saddle, and then I backstep into a ankle Sankaku. He fell down. I went for basically like a shoulder lock Americana, but with one hand / wrist lock, and then he escaped. That's the thing that like the angle was shit on. Then also against him, like maybe 5 or 6 minutes were cut out. But his rolls with him is basically I'm either getting smashed, or I'm getting smashed, I'm leg locking him, or yeah, there's basically no in between. Basically, like maybe like 10 or 30 seconds of like I get an entry and leg lock him, or he smashes me, or I get like to an arm saddle, but then he mostly escapes from there. And yeah, also I got him with a straight ankle on the secondary leg from 50-50. So basically he was in 80-20, and I went for an ankle lock on his secondary leg, and I basically did an inside finish, right? So normally you go on the outside finish, so you're on the same shoulder as the or the same elbow, and then on the same shoulder as the leg you're attacking. But it was an inside finish, and like I do feel like you get more range of motion. You can extend more with your back, and then going ultimately belly down. So yeah, inside finishes of ankle locks and Aoki locks. That's good. Oh yeah, I do have to record the next recording will be on Aoki lock breaking mechanics, outside breaking mechanics most likely. So yeah, and oh yeah, another thing I wasn't really quite. The one thing that wasn't recorded at all was me against F, like the big guy. Not Indian, maybe Muslim. Okay, I'm not gonna say, but like the big guy that rolls with Demi, wrist locks everyone. For the future, what I mean is parallel 2, not perpendicular. Parallel 2, remember this. So as I'm saying, I got a parallel 2 finish. So like a standard finish, but the opponent's hips are on the floor. Clip of that. So it's basically perpendicular 1 would be like mount. The perpendicular 2 is like a standard finish, but they drop to a hip. and you just somehow control either their legs or their torso, or you just walk into them and you finish the high risk guillotine like that. I got that on him. And also I did like the deep KTG 2 RNC variation of bringing the ops leg into HAHL 1 against Dimi. Like, I have half of it, but I don't really have the full picture. So I had him in, like, basically I skimmed the leg from outside Ashi, but I didn't expose the heel, right? So I had his leg chapped, but he was just extending his leg, so I couldn't really get it. So I tried KTG 3 grip, didn't work. Tried KTG 2 grip, didn't work. Got a deep KTG 2 grip, pulled a bit, that was better. And then I switched to a rear naked choke grip, and then there actually, like, mostly I was just twisting my body, and with like the wrist, like KTG 2, put it deep, and then with the wrist of the same arm, that's the KTG 2 one, I was twisting, right? But what I'm thinking is that the best way would be like getting the deep KTG 2 grip. You get like your palm is facing up, so you're grabbing the inside of their knee. Then with your secondary arm, instead of locking like a figure 4 and then twisting, which I mean it can still work. That's what I've gotten to work, like the 2 or 3 times that I have had done it. But what I think it would be the best and give most power is like keeping a really deep KTG 2 and then locking like basically like a shotgun grip, right? But not a shotgun grip, so basically like a shallow rear naked choke grip. So you're still palm up, like topping the knee, but then instead of locking a rear naked choke grip, you just put like knuckles up with your secondary arm, and then you just put it on knee. So you're pulling with the deep KTG 2 grip, and instead of twisting with the RNC, you're basically pushing on the knee with your secondary arm. So it's like they're basically just one is pulling and the second one is pushing. So yeah, I think that would be a bit better, but KTG deep RNC KTG 2 works. It's great. I got him into HAHL 1, like really HAHL 1. His knee line was caught, like dead to rights. Plus I was turning my knees as well. That's of course that's important, but it's not gonna do anything by itself. And I got the heel hook from outside Ashi.